I first met Masha at a mutual friend's apartment party. We instantly clicked, both of us having cheerful and easygoing personalities. Our bond deepened quickly, and before we knew it, we were living together. Marriage was on the horizon, and our life together seemed almost perfect. Masha was an exceptional wife, taking care of things at home, preparing delicious meals, and ensuring we had a cozy and inviting atmosphere. However, my work started demanding more of my time, causing me to frequently come home late. This gradually became a point of contention between us, leading to serious arguments on occasion. One day, after yet another heated discussion, I sought solace in a cafe with my best friend, Genya. "Genya, what am I doing wrong?" I lamented. "Masha seems upset, even though she's not alone when I can't attend social outings. She's with you or Lenka. And yes, work keeps me busy, but I'm doing it for both of us. How long has it been since you've spent quality time with Masha? I'm exhausted. We used to go out together all the time. We went shopping recently and even took a stroll." Genya interrupted me, shaking their head. "That's just ordinary stuff, my friend," Genya said. "You could take her out to the movies or a cozy cafe. Maybe surprise her with some flowers or a small gift. Lenka complained all night yesterday that she misses these gestures from you. She feels like you no longer care because you spend more time at work and seem distant." I realized Genya had a point. "You're right," I admitted. "I should make more of an effort to communicate with her. Flowers would be a good start as a gesture of reconciliation. I'll do that." From that conversation onward, I made a conscious effort to show my wife more attention and affection. Women are delicate beings, I thought to myself. They need constant reassurance and care. I vowed to never take Masha for granted and to keep the love alive in our relationship. However, my efforts still fell short. I was determined to find a way to pleasantly surprise my wife and leave no doubt about my feelings for her. The perfect opportunity presented itself as Masha's birthday approached. I decided to go all out and planned a surprise party with our friends at our house. We gathered together, reminiscing about the good old days, and organized a program complete with cake, balloons, and gifts. To make the day even more special, I sent my wife to the beauty parlor in the morning. After all, it was her special day and she deserved to be pampered. In the days leading up to the surprise, I dropped hints to Masha about celebrating her birthday, but kept the details a secret. So when we headed back home from the salon, she was slightly disappointed. But her disappointment quickly vanished as soon as we walked into the apartment. "Happy birthday, Masha," we heard as the lights turned on in the hallway. A radiant smile appeared on my wife's face, and she gratefully hugged me. Everything was going according to plan. We danced, sang songs, engaged in lively conversations, and enjoyed delicious food. The gift-giving part was a success as well, with Masha particularly thrilled about receiving a year's subscription to the dance studio. "How did you know? I've been contemplating joining for a month now," she whispered, tenderly hugging the subscription. "Well, I pay attention more than you think," I replied, happily accepting a kiss on the cheek from a beaming Masha. I was overjoyed to have managed to impress my wife, and it was all thanks to the help and suggestion from my best friend, Zhenka. As a few more hours passed, our guests grew relaxed from the champagne and a little tired from dancing. I decided it was time to bring out the birthday cake. I asked Masha to clear some dishes from the table, and Zhenya kindly volunteered to assist her, promising to keep her company while I fetched the candles from the balcony. Almost everything was in place, but to my dismay, I had forgotten the most important item, the lighter. I went to the kitchen to fetch a light and informed Zhenya that Masha needed to be kept occupied for a few more minutes. To my surprise, Zhenya seemed to be managing just fine without my warning. Little did I know, the evening held an unexpected revelation, not for my wife, but for me alone. As I entered, I noticed my best friend and my wife hastily moving away from each other, caught in a moment like guilty teenagers. For a brief moment, I stood there in silence, observing a frightened and slightly disheveled Masha and an equally startled Zhenya, struggling to find the right words. An overwhelming wave of understanding crashed upon me, along with the realization of my wife's distant behavior and the unwelcome gift my friend had presented. Driven by a surge of anger, I rushed towards my friend and landed an angry blow on his face. Chaos ensued as friends attempted to restrain me, Masha sobbed, others screamed in panic, and the sound of broken dishes echoed through the room. Later on, I found myself awakening in my room, clutching a bottle in my hands. The party had come to a disastrous end. Masha packed her things and left the following day, signaling the end of our relationship and the impending divorce. A couple of weeks later, I met with Zhenya to talk things through. It turned out that on that ill-fated evening, Zhenya had also developed feelings for Masha. However, he chose not to interfere, witnessing the development between Masha and me. But as I grew increasingly absent due to work, Masha deliberately sought out Zhenya, leading him to eventually succumb to her advances. Whether they maintain contact now, I am uncertain. That eventful party transformed into a bitter revelation, causing me to lose both my wife and my best friend in a single day. Our friends distanced themselves from both Masha and Zhenya, fearing their involvement in each other's relationships. From that evening onwards, I developed a distaste for surprises and loud gatherings, becoming more cautious in selecting my friends and life partner.